This is a New York Times opinion piece. Trump's stifling of dissent reaches a new level. By the editorial board. The editorial board is a group of opinion journalists whose views are informed by expertise, research, debate, and certain long-standing values. It is separate from the newsroom. The crackdown on dissent and speech in Minnesota this winter follows a pattern that is common in countries that slide from democracy to autocracy. A leader enacts a legally dubious policy. Citizens protest that policy. The government responds with intimidation and force. When people are hurt, the government blames them and lies about what happened. The New York Times editorial board published an index in October tracking 12 categories of democratic erosion based on historical patterns and interviews with experts. Our index places the United States on a scale of 0 to 10 for each category. 0 represents the United States before President Trump began his second term. Not perfect, surely, but one of the world's healthiest democracies. 10 represents the condition in a true autocracy, such as China, Iran. Based on recent events, we are moving our assessment of one of the categories, stifling speech and dissent, up one notch to level 4. The wide-ranging abuses in Minnesota are the main reason for the change. The Trump administration is conducting a military-style operation in an American city under dubious pretenses. The stated goal is immigration enforcement, even though the state is home to relatively few undocumented immigrants. The true goal seems to be instilling fear in people who oppose Mr. Trump's agenda. Plus, because he hasn't won that state, he hasn't won the state once, must be cheating. Federal agents have killed 2 protesters, Renee Good and Alex Preddy, and assaulted and menaced others. The administration has made clear that abusers will face no accountability. The acceleration and the stifling of dissent and speech is broader than what's happening in Minnesota. Since last year, the administration has also widened its campaign of investigating perceived enemies, such as Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chair. The Department of Homeland Security has used subpoenas that no judge approved to demand information on critics. The FBI searched the home of a journalist who had exposed problems within the administration's policies. She had a lot of government informants. They targeted her. They wanted everybody else to shut the fuck up. Our country is still not close to being a true autocracy. Many forms of speech and dissent remain vibrant in the United States, in courts, in Congress, in the media, and on the streets. But Mr. Trump and his allies have restricted dissent in fundamental ways. It is a violation of basic American values. The autocracy index. Using power for personal profit. Oh wow, I think that's the highest one he's got. Yeah, you see what he's done. That's the thing he's done the most since he's been in office, is use it for personal profit, manipulating the law to stay in power. I think that we have. I think we've only begun to see. Nobody's meant to do this alone, and things are heavy out here. And for a lot of people, they are genuinely bad. People are hiding. Every single one of you that interacts here with me, I want the very best for you. I really do. Even MAGA. I want everybody to have health insurance. Even MAGA. I want everybody's kids safe at school. Even MAGAs. I want to live in a country that abides by the United States Constitution. I want to live in the land of the free, not some fucking cartoon version of North Korea. Loyalty is mandatory and silence is survival. I can't fucking do it. Fucking pancake makeup not blended in Mandarin orange Mussolini. Fuck. Wafting behind him. Aroma of a freshly soiled diaper. I can see that already. The doors open. Everybody starts clapping like trained seals on meth. Big smiles. Dead eyes. Because if you're the one who hesitates, if you're the one whose face doesn't light up, you're done. That's not patriotism. That's a dictatorship audition. If you're afraid right now, say it out loud. Tell someone you trust. Fear thrives in silence. It shrivels when it's spoken. That's how they lose control. When we stop pretending we're not scared and refuse to shut the fuck up anyway. Basic human dignity isn't a partisan issue, no matter how bad they want it to be. Authoritarians don't win because they're strong. They win when people are quiet.